that gave this body their first woman senator in Mary Gant. Most of you are familiar with Senator Curl, so I won't speak for a long time. She's been committed not only to our community, but to this state. I'm not sure if she's missed a game at the Jackson County Sports Authority in our lifetime. If so, not very many. She is the ideal choice to be placed and be retained on that authority, as she has a full understanding of what the duties are. She is currently in the construction industry. She has been a real estate developer, and as we deal with the biggest issue as to what to do with the complex, she's the perfect person for that. Many don't know that the Sports Authority also is over Bartle Hall and some other things that we do in Jackson County with relating to sports. And as the World Cup is coming to Kansas City, we want someone who is an ambassador for our state, a beacon of our community, and a supporter of all things Jackson County. And for those reasons, I present Senator Curls. I think everyone knows her, but I'll give you a little background. She's a lifelong Kansas City resident. She served here in the House of Representatives and in the Senate. She was blessed. She did such a great job that the previous governor appointed her to the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations Commission. She left there, and she is now the Deputy Director of the Heavy Constructors in Kansas City. She has a degree from the best university, the University of Missouri, Columbia. She is a mother of twins and a grandmother of two. Malachi and Isaiah, I think. Isaiah, yes. Malachi is a handful. So for those reasons, I present Senator Shalonn Kiki Curls and ask for your approval. Any questions?
That was a very illustrious introduction, which she deserves. I don't have any questions. I served with you. I thought you were a great senator. I think that you're a person that can work things out with anybody. You're a great representative of everything Missouri wants to do, so who could be against you? That would be my statement. Does anybody else have a statement or a question? Or Senator Bean.
Great to have you here today, Senator. And once again, the only thing I would say is, your choice of friends there. I mean,
she also wants.
Careful.
She would like the spicy or barbecue flavored.
Well, in that case, I will bring you the best barbecue in the state from the Boot Hill. But anyway,
I'm talking about the skins. You already know that.
But great to have you here today, and thank you for your leadership in the state. And I know you'll do a great job. So.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Anyone else? Welcome aboard. We appreciate your willingness to continue serving. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Jonathan Truesdale, sponsored by Senator Brattin for the Lincoln University Board of Curators.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee, Senator Rick Brattin, 31st Senate District. Happy to bring Jonathan Truesdale before you for the Board of Curators for Lincoln University. He was previously put forth, but due to a technicality had to be withdrawn. But he is from Raymore, my district, is an accomplished attorney, a father. He said he just finished the Pinewood Derby this weekend, and they came in 5th Was it? Second.
Fifth overall.
Second Wolf, fifth overall, so did a tremendous job as a fantastic family man, devoted father, husband. Looking forward to serving in this role. He's a criminal defense attorney, also specializing in some other forms of law, but that's his main specialty. And I just think he'll make a tremendous asset to the board. And he's just a delight to deal with and to talk with, and a very personable, and I think would be a great addition. So I'm sure he'll be happy to answer any questions, but it's an honor to present him today.
All right, thank you. Anyone with any questions? It must be an early morning. What would you like to see done at the university? What
Well-
role would you like to play? What interests you about it?
Well, I'm a product or a graduate of an HBCU, Johnson C. Smith University. My family members have attended HBCUs for over 80 years. And obviously, I know the value of that experience. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the fact that over 50% of the judges, 70% of the doctors and dentists, and 80% of the judges and 50% of the attorneys are all HBCU graduates. Mind you, HBCUs only make up 3% of all universities in our country. What I would like to continue to do is support the mission of Lincoln, obviously, bringing in more people who can actually learn about what the new economy is going to be. I believe STEM and the focus on STEM is going to be imperative with respect to not only Lincoln University, but universities throughout the great state of Missouri. So I'm hoping to support Dr. Mosley with respect to curriculum development, obviously, whatever role I can play with respect to supporting the young people who choose to come to Lincoln University. I'm there to be of service to the board and to the university.
Is there a big building project going on over there?
There is, and I believe that Dr. Mosley is very proud of that.
And what is that? I drive by it and I'm not, I
I
don't.
believe that it's kind of like a university. It's like a center, or I should say a space for,
Collaborative work, that kind of
yes.
thing?
So I would say that I've seen it in passing, the 2 board meetings I've been able to attend, and it's pretty impressive, the entrance, so.
All right. Anything else from anyone? Seeing none, thank you for your willingness to serve, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Senator.
Next up is Michael Brown, Senator Gregory, Lafayette County Southern Associate Commissioner.
Madam Chair, members of the committee, Curtis Gregory, Senate District 21, have the pleasure to present to you, I have to call him Mr. Brown because he so happened to be a teacher at the rival high school back home, the Concordia Orioles, and for Southern District Lafayette County Commissioner. Born in Iowa, moved to Missouri, I think it was Adrian, he said, 5 years old, graduated from now UCM in Warrensburg, and then taught for 27 years, Concordia Public. And that was where the one story that just sticks out in my head that I have to say to it. He was the football coach, and as we all know, I played football a little bit. And their quarterback kept the ball and tried running around my side, and I think I tackled him for about a 12-yard loss, and all I heard from the sideline is, "Don't run to Gregory's side." And so that's what that's the memory from Mr. Brown. And once I got elected and started serving Lafayette County, he was serving as the mayor of Concordia, where he spent 9 years at the time, and was a big proponent and helped to get Concordia named the Patriotic Mural City of Missouri. Last year we finally got that across the finish line. Dedicated public servant to Lafayette County, and I think this position as Southern District Commissioner will fit him well.
All right, thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Senator Berger?
Why is there an opening?
There was a vacancy that was created through a resignation of the previous commissioner due to a conflict of interest, and so that position opened up, and I was appointed by the governor to fill.
So how long have you been serving?
So I've been serving since November of this last year.
So you got to go through the budget process?
I got in on the tail end of it, yes. Yeah.
Is Lafayette County a Class 3 county?
It is a Class 4 county.
Okay.
And, of course, there's a lawsuit out there dealing with that classification that's going on right now.
What's the half-cent sales tax bring Lafayette County? Do you know that number?
It brings in about $1,675,000.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was pretty impressive that you knew that number, I'll say. Anyone else have any questions? Seeing none, thank you for your willingness to serve, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Next up is Andrea Fischer, Senator Black for the Missouri Veterinary Medical Board.
Harrison, I want a copy of that picture. I've got one standing beside her when she was in high school as well. So I need to change that on my desk at home. Madam Chair and members of the committee, thank you. I am pleased to introduce Andrea Fischer, appointed to serve as a member of the Missouri Veterinary Board. I'm not sick. Ms. Fischer is a lifelong Missouri resident from St. Joseph and hold a Bachelor of Science in Animal Science from the University of Missouri. Ms. Fischer brings more than 2 decades of experience as a sales executive in science-based, highly regulated industries, animal agriculture experience with active membership in the Missouri Cattlemen's Association and the American Cosmetology Association, and a strong understanding of accountability, ethics, professional standards. Her background and ties to Missouri make her well-suited to serve on this board, and I respectfully ask the committee for its favorable consideration. And I won't do any personal stuff.
All right, thank you. Anyone have any questions? Senator Moon?
Good morning, Ms. Fischer.
Good morning.
I've recently become aware of a potential conflict, if it's not already, with between veterinarians and those who might not be trained as a vet in embryo transfer in horses and cattle, probably even some smaller animals too. Is there a way that there might be a middle of the road here where there can be an agreement where it's not just a one-sided issue, or is it necessary to just leave this with the veterinarians to do those particular procedures? And keeping in mind that those who are not veterinarians have done them for some time, have seen success, and they don't want to be overburdened with, or actually it's not a burden, it's just taking that procedure away from them and leave it only with those who are trained to be physicians. If you're familiar with that, is there some negotiation that could be had so that there could be a reasonable resolution between the two?
I am aware of the issue. I do think that there's definitely a common ground that we can come to. That's one of the reasons I'm interested in serving on the Veterinary Medical Board. I do know the vets up around our area, where I live up in Northwest Missouri, if you don't do a lot of embryo transfer work, you're not very good at it. And so a lot of the veterinarians that do large animal vet work in our area don't do a lot of embryo transfer work, and they'll often refer them to companies that do that as a business, or someone who implants quite a few. So I think there's definitely a common ground that can be reached, especially in requiring some technical training for the people that are doing it if they're not veterinarians.
All right. Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you for being here, and thank you for being willing to serve. Next up, Linell Dozier, Senator Bernskoetter, Board of Cosmetology and Barber Examiners.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members of the committee, I have the pleasure of introducing Linell Dozier as a public member of the Board of Cosmetology and Barber Examiners. I told her you wouldn't hold it against her that a guy that does his own hair would put her before the board. She's been a longtime resident of Jeff City. Her and her husband have owned Southwest Animal Hospital for over 30 years. She's no stranger to public service. She's been very active in the community, serving through the American Cancer Society, Dreams to Reality, the American Red Cross, and she also chaired the Mid-Missouri Heart Ball. And I'm very honored to present her before the committee. She'd be happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you. Any questions from anyone? Well, your hair looks great, and so we know you're qualified. Thank you for being willing to serve, and thank you for being here today. Next up, Dorian Stuber, Senator May for the Holocaust Education and Awareness Commission.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee. I am Senator Carla May, representing the 4th Senatorial District. Today, I am honored to stand before you to support the nomination of Dr. Dorian Stuber to serve on the Holocaust Education Awareness Committee. I believe Dr. Stuber's 20-plus years of experience as an educator and Holocaust scholar uniquely qualifies him to contribute meaningfully to this important commission. He has risen awareness about the Holocaust through educating students at Hendrix College, the William J. Clinton Presidential Library, and most recently, the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. Educating and raising awareness in multiple academic spaces proves that Dr. Stuber is committed to the mission of the Holocaust Awareness Commission, along with working at the United States Holocaust Museum. He is also a board member and educator at the Arkansas Holocaust Education Committee. I am confident that Dr. Stuber will serve with the highest level of professionalism, dedication, and a commitment to educating the public through the Holocaust Awareness Commission. I respectfully ask for your support in confirming his appointment so he can make a meaningful impact and educate our citizens. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Do I have any questions from anyone on the committee? Senator Mosley.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Doing well. So what is it that you will be doing on this board? Like what would be your role?
As I understand it, helping other members of the commission to execute professional development opportunities for secondary school teachers across the state would be one of the most important tasks.
So can you expound on it? Like you're going to be teaching them about Holocaust? Or?
My understanding is that the commission has 4 different levels of professional development opportunities that they offer for teachers. A level 1, introduction, kind of best practices on how to teach the Holocaust, whether it's in an ELA setting or in a social studies / history setting. And then 3 other levels that teachers could take for more advanced training if they have completed the first level. And I actually don't know the specifics of what those other 3 levels include, but just sort of building, I think, on the material that's presented in the first level.
Okay. And how important do you feel it is to be taught about the Holocaust?
I think it's very important. We're in a moment when we're moving from the memory of the event to history, right? We're losing the last of the people who directly experienced the event. So I think helping students to keep that memory of that event alive matters a lot.
Okay. And do you think that other races and ethnicity history should be taught as well and made aware of?
I do.
Such as Black history, slavery?
I know that the mandate for the commission is to educate about the Holocaust as well as to fight bigotry, and so I think that there is, in that last phrase, there's a lot of overlap between experience of the Holocaust and other experiences.
Not right. I understand about Holocaust, but I'm saying, do you think, in your opinion, that Black history should also be something that's taught or made aware, such as slavery, just like the Holocaust, the genocide of Black Americans, Native Americans?
Right. Is the question, do I think that that should be taught in schools?
Right.
I do.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Thank you for being here. Thank you for your willingness to serve.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Next up, Bridget Foster, Senator Roberts, for the Child Abuse and Neglect Review Board.
It is my pleasure to support Ms. Bridget Foster for the review board that we're here for today. She's got a phenomenal background serving as a therapeutic foster parent, customer service, senior customer service executive with United Healthcare. She's an individual who works compassionately with professionals and has years of experience in healthcare coordination, customer service, and staff development. I think she'd be phenomenal in this role.
Thank you. Do I have any questions? Senator Williams.
Just want to say thank you for stepping up to be on this board. It's a really important board. I think having individuals from different backgrounds and experiences is going to really shape not only the system, but how we go about ensuring that all children are going through a fair and equitable process when it comes to foster parents and pairing them with families that make sense. So again, I appreciate that, and I think child abuse is an area that our state needs to be really proficient in, and I'm happy to see you step up.
Yes. Thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah. Senator Moon.
Good morning, Ms. Foster.
Good morning.
This is probably going to be kind of a sensitive question, but I noticed in your curriculum vitae you have what appears to be a consistent attention to detail. And so what I'm going to ask is probably not something you probably can answer today, but if you want to chime in, that'd be great. As you are serving on the board, I have heard rumors, and I can't substantiate anything more than just a rumor, that there may be some who are in pretty high positions, elected or other positions, who have actually been complicit in child abuse and neglect, and it could even be advanced to trafficking and things like that. And I don't know if that's happening in our area or not, but I'm just wanting to encourage you to be aware of the potential for that. And if you do note that you would, as you have demonstrated in your career, to take action to make certain that all who are participating in things like that be held accountable.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Anyone else? Seeing none, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being willing to serve. Oh, sorry. All right, that concludes our hearing. I make a motion for us to enter executive session. Do I have a second? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? We are now in executive session. I now move that we roll all nominees and reappointments into one slate. Do I have a second? Is there any discussion on this motion? Seeing no more discussion, all those in favor say aye. Opposed? We now have the slate before us. I would move that we do pass the slate out of committee. Do I have a second? Second. Is there any discussion on this motion? Seeing no more discussion, Mr. Secretary, call the roll.
Senators O'Laughlin.
Aye.
Lutemeyer. Bean. Beck. Brattin. Brown. Berger. Moon. Mosley. Roberts. Williams. 11-0.
By a vote of 11-0, the slate is adopted. I move that we adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.